I don't know if you got your chat up or not. It's on now. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Got Adam here from Model Aviator. Hope you guys are all doing well. I see Dutch, Third Day in there, and Tony. How you guys doing, man? Victor, are you still here? Or are you out doing something, man? But thanks for coming in, guys. Appreciate it. A little different tonight. We'll still do some of the same stuff. But this is Adam. Adam, how you doing tonight?
Hey guys, good. How you doing?
It usually takes a little while before we start seeing some people, but
Right.
it's pretty good.
So the chat that I'm seeing here, that'll be the chat.
Yep. Hey, Snow, how you doing?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Victor, hey Tony, how's it going, man? It's just there's that little bit of lag, before it starts rolling and stuff.
Okay.
Bill, how you doing, buddy? But yeah.
Trying to pull up your show on my phone. So
yeah, that's how you're gonna have to do it to keep tabs of the chat. That's the only way you can do it. Eric, how you doing, man? I saw your mosquito video pop. I'll have to check it out, man. It looks like a great plane.
Hey, Dutch, Snow, Tony, Wild Bill, Eric. Lots of people here that I know. That's cool.
Martin, how you doing, MSJ? Martin. Man, you out there flying in 36-degree weather when I was like, blah, blah, blah. It gave me the shakes here.
Did I invite Bubba?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
Yeah, I didn't say anything about that or even thought, well, come on as Bubba. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man,
come in a little bit. So, do you go out and just fly for fun a lot? Then do you get a chance to, or just between work and everything? It kind of love how you doing, buddy?
Man, let me tell you, with the YouTube channel and trying to do a video every Monday, especially at the level we try to do it at, it's tough. Almost every time I fly, I'm trying to get something shot for the channel now. There's every now and then when we're ahead, I get a chance to fly for fun, but not very. I mean, it's fun flying for the channel, but just to pick something in the hangar and go out and have fun with it, I don't really get a chance to do that very often.
Yeah. Hey, Michael. Hey, Brad. Yeah, I know. Yeah, because like if I have the 3 cameras, it can take longer than 2 hours to edit my little videos. Just trying to sync everything up. So I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
Because
and if we do a 30-minute video, if it's a really detailed review and we went to a couple different places to shoot footage, there's a good chance that in all total, we probably got 20 or 25 hours in that 30 minutes between Heidi and myself. Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, because
Brad,
you don't just show one flight. It looks like you piece together parts from several flights.
Yeah. Well, so many people want to see all the different types of flying. If it'll hover, they want to see it hover. If it can be flown scale, they want to see it flown scale and sport. So we try to do it all.
Yeah, because you're doing it to demo something, whereas I just go out and fly, and stuff. Takes a lot more work to demo, get good footage of a demo for the good and the bad of the plane. I guess there's no bad, because you can model past any bad habits a plane has.
Usually, yeah. I haven't, since we started the channel, I haven't come across anything I couldn't make fly well. But there's been 3 airplanes since I've been flying that nothing I could come up with made them fly good, and I got rid of them.
Yeah, I've had a few of those too. It's like, like everybody else in the world, it'll fly perfect for them. But mine, no matter what I try, it won't fly. I don't know if it's missing some kind of ballast they put it. I just don't know why it wouldn't fly. Usually it's a CG issue. If you got power in the CG right, anything should fly. But
right. Yeah. I think the latest thing that I got a hold of, this is probably a year or 2 ago, whenever FliteTest came out with that Freedom Fox. I'm a big Flying Cowboys fan, big Trent Palmer fan. I got one of those Freedom Foxes. And as long as you kept the speed up, it was fine. But the minute you tried to slow it down and actually fly it like a stall plane, it just would drop a wing, and not a little bit. I mean, drop it hard. It was just a horrible flying airplane when you tried to get it slow. And nothing I did, no balance change. nothing I did to it would get it to where I can fly it slow. I'm pretty good at flying stuff slow, and I couldn't make it fly slow well.
Yeah, you got a nice touch, that's like, if a wing's rocking, you got to do something quick, and stuff. But yeah, I tried to buy it when it first came out, and I never could get mine. And the second version they're selling, I think for $199 or something like that, is supposed to fly a lot better. But
right.
Hello, what's it going, man?
I'm trying to take a look at all of these.
Yeah, I know yeah, small breaks from filming because I know some flying skills were suffering from not flying enough. Yeah, I just fly. I just go out and fly. It doesn't take too long to set the cameras up and stuff. Of course, I'm not trying to get quality. I'm just getting flight video, not quality video.
No, I mean your videos are quality. You're having fun, and man, I got to tell you, you ought to do a tutorial on how to fly in wind, because you fly in some wind and you do it really well.
Yeah, it's not as much as I used to. We used to have a field that was a big stage field, and it was kind of a big 65-acre flat spot on a hill, and it was a lot windier there. But yeah, I've been flying at the beach and stuff, so you got to fly in wind down there and stuff. But I don't know. I feel like there's a lot I could do better. Every flight I critique the heck out of my flying. I'm like, oh, pretty hard on myself. Yeah. Hey, Tim, how you doing, man?
Right.
You guys got any questions for Adam, man? Go ahead and ask him, man.
Let's see. Wild Bill asked, how long have I been flying RC?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It was 12 or 13 when I started. I can't remember, one or the other. And I'm 54 now, so it's been a while.
That's nice, man. Yeah, I just started in 2009 after I got out of the Army. But
what did you do in the Army?
I was a computer programmer, IT guy.
Okay.
Airborne IT
very
guy,
cool.
Death from above.
Appreciate your service very much.
Thank you.
A lot of respect for people that serve their country.
Yeah, got that right, love. Let's see, where's he at here? Yeah, right there. There we go. Yep, having fun. Yep, I agree, man. That's why I fly it, is to have fun. I make videos because I enjoy doing it. Brad hones the flying skills. Yeah, Adam's got a lot of experience, Eric.
What are the? Michael said I took a break from crystal meth because my flying skills suffered.
I saw that.
I imagine they did. That's funny.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Snow, he can't answer a question like, go ahead, Adam. You can tell him. It's up. You probably can't see it on the screen.
Oh, yeah. What's the new plane Eflite sent out to all the reviews you haven't heard about yet? I can't say, or they'll shoot me. You'll find out Thursday. I can tell you that. Next Thursday, you're going to find out.
All right, that's good. That's good enough, man.
Yeah. It's cool. I think people will like it.
More money for planes. Yeah, it's just like, good grief, man. It's like the
yeah.
Beach 18 is a plane that I wouldn't mind having. But
that's a great airplane.
Yeah.
When you go to Perry, if you can get your hands on one of those, that's a beautiful flying airplane. If we get together, you're welcome to fly mine and see what you think of it.
I'd be afraid to, because I know I could just, the way I like to fly and stuff, I just know that, like scale flying, and I know that.
Man, I have no problem with you flying one of my airplanes, man. No problem at all.
Yeah. Hey, Jackson, how you doing, man? Looks like you guys had fun down at Daytona and stuff. But when did you work in the hobby shop, Adam? I know you mentioned that.
I worked at the hobby shop for about almost 7 years. And I think I stopped in 2018 or 19. They finally shut the doors. And what happened, the guy, Stan Allison, started the hobby shop. And he ran it for 18 years and sold it to a guy And the guy kept me on, but he wouldn't listen to anything I had to say. So he pretty much ran it into the ground. It took him about 1.5 years, and he ran it into the ground. So
That's too
so
bad
much for that.
But
It is. It's hard to keep a local hobby shop going.
yeah,
You got to be flexible, and he wasn't, and he didn't understand that you have to have stock. When you're telling everybody that comes through the door, I don't have it, but we can order it for you. They'll just go home and order it from the company and have it shipped right to their door. There's no reason. They come to the hobby shop so they can take it home with them that day. So if you're not willing to keep the stock, you can't get the sales.
Our local hobby shop here, he quit selling planes because he got tired of people coming in and wanting to see them and then going home and buying them.
That's a shame, man. That's a shame.
Okay, so somebody that loved knew what was coming next and got in trouble because he off the cuff. Yeah, you got to be careful because you're in agreement with a company, not to reveal anything, and you can't let anything slip. Yeah, pay it forward.
Yeah.
You get on it, man.
Really
we've been trying. Yep, Adam, do you have any plans to go to a flying event? Hope you're doing well.
Thank you, Brett. I hope you're doing well too, man. I think Heidi and I are gonna make Seth this year. We'll only be able to go one day. It'll be either Thursday or Friday, towards the last weekend of Seth, but we'll be there. We'll make sure we tell everybody on our channel what day we'll be there, and we're hoping folks that are there will come up and say hey and introduce themselves. We'd like to meet as many people as we can. And then of course I'll be at Perry with you, Jeff. So anybody that's going to the Perry swap meet, I'd like to meet him there as well.
Yep. Yeah, that's how I met Adam, man. We were sitting there. I think it was I was walking around doing my little live stream right before I bought the T28, and I ran into you a little bit there when we were walking.
Yeah, I actually think I met you sitting at your table.
Yeah, you're right. First, the table, and then we walked around. Yeah.
Then I caught you about to buy that T28, and I think you said, man, what do you think of that deal? And I was like, if you don't get it, I will.
Yeah, I was shocked when he dropped it down to 250. I was like, good. Yeah. I felt like I stole it.
That's a great deal. You got a great deal on that airplane.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. It was I can't wait to go out and fly the big planes again. We get a good day. I'll load them in the trailer and take off. But local hobby shop work there. That would be fun, helping people out and stuff. But because I don't know. I guess when I was a kid, we'd go fly kites at the high school and stuff. And one day, I can't remember how old I was, there was a guy there with a some kind of gasoline motored plane and a radio. He was getting ready to fly, but because we were flying kites, we had to leave before we could fly. So, but I just saw that and I thought, man, that looks like fun. Forget kites, let's fly planes.
Yeah. Did you ever fly U-Control?
No.
Yeah, I never flew it seriously, but I had a bunch of the Cox and the Testers U-Control, the plastic planes on out of the
Yes, I bought one. Yeah, I bought one. I think it was somewhere in the teenager, like in the 60s. They had a bunch of them out, and the little plastic planes. And we went through like 3 glow plugs, and we finally got it to run, and it went up and down and broke into 100 pieces. Right. And that was the end of the flying.
I actually got to where I could fly them pretty good, but not before I crashed about 5. It took a while to learn.
Yeah, because we were always doing, kites, making kites and rockets and stuff like that. And, so planes was there someday, but, you get a family, and then I went in the Army. And I was stationed at West Point where the cadets had RC clubs, and they would fly off the buildings over the cliffs there off the river. And that was always neat to watch.
That's cool.
But when you're moving around,
has a channel.
You can't.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
When you're moving around, you can't have a lot of stuff because it'll get broke.
Right. Yeah, I guess that's a downside to military life, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. Let's see. Oh, the Ranger. Oh, Snow is saying the PA 1300 is a sweet plane. Yeah, it looks like it would be.
Let's see. Michael asked, He said, saw your video on the Hanger 9 Carbon Cub. What do you think? So the Hanger 9 Carbon Cub, it's an awesome airplane, but it doesn't fly like a foamy. It's heavy. It's almost the same size as the Carbon G Cub and weighs probably 3.5, 4 pounds more. So it's not going to slow down as good as a foamy, but it still flies very, very well. You just got to be mindful that you're flying a big, heavy balsa plane, not a super light foamy. But it's a great flying airplane.
Yeah, Greg, RC Roland, he bought one of those at the Perry Bigfoot event that was set up by Allie. It was a demo. It was a Horizon demo plane that Allie had gotten and set up and flew. And somehow the hobby shop owner ended up with it there and stuff. And it looked like it flew great, though. Of course.
Yeah, it's a good flying airplane.
Nate was flying it. Of course, Nate.
Nate's he flew a bunch of stuff that you had on. He's a really good stick. He's a good pilot.
Oh heck yeah, he's fearless.
Yeah, I'm fearless with my stuff, but I disappoint people because they'll stick something in my hands and go, okay, fly it like you stole it. And I'm like, well, are you sure about that? So I'm not as comfortable taking big chances with airplanes that aren't mine.
Yeah, it's because the 5 or 6 guys I flew with at the beach all the time, I'd let them fly my planes. They all, I'd fly some of theirs, but I was so nervous flying their planes, I didn't enjoy it one bit. They've never crashed one of mine, but if they would have, I wouldn't have bothered me a bit. I'd have laughed and just hoped I had it on video.
Right.
Yeah, no figure nines with other people's planes. Yeah, right.
True.
But yeah, Cox was easy. The Cox PT-19. I think I had.
Yep.
I might have had one of their World War I German planes. I remember it was red and a biplane that I had, and I can't remember what it was exactly.
I had one of the PT-19s. I had the Stuka. That didn't last long. And I had they made a Corsair that looked like a Super Corsair. It had the bubble canopy. I actually flew that one pretty good before I crashed it.
You have a question, Adam?
What's that?
Hi, Adam. What's your favorite RC warbird?
Favorite RC warbird? Right now, it's probably my Flightline Spitfire, the 1.6 Spitfire. But that's just because I'm such a big Spitfire fan, and that's the biggest one that I have flying right now. I'm working on a Hanger 9. If I ever get time to finish that thing, I'm sure it'll fly better. But, finding time to finish it is, I don't know when that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Speaking of finishing things, aren't you building a SIG Clipwing Cub, Jeff?
I sure am, Adam. Well, I finally solved where I was going to put the elevator and the rudder servo. I'm going to put them in the back of the plane, and I had to make a servo holder for it. And it doesn't tell you where to put anything on the plans for that. And just yesterday, I'm working on because the front end got kind of spread on the front, so I'm getting it back in line, and I'm gluing the cross braces on it, and I'm going to do the front, get it boxed in, and then build a place to put the battery and stuff on it. Okay. So I'm working on it. It's more thinking because I've never built before, so I got to kind of figure out what's the best way to build it. I'm taking note of every piece of wood I put on it and glue for weight and stuff. I don't want to make it, weigh 100 pounds, so I'm trying to build it smart. And it's
Are you going to go electric or nitro?
It's going to be electric.
Okay.
Yep. I already got a motor for it and everything. It's the same motor I had I had that Hobby King Decathlon, and it's a 4S motor that I got from Value Hobby. And I already got the motor and I already got all the components for it. I just got to get it put together. But because the first kit I built the EP20, it had like step-by-step instructions. All the parts were laser cut. You still had to make some of the spars and everything, but this you got to build a lot of stuff in. you know, I've had to get several extra balsa sticks, but and I'm getting it together, and it's going to be strong and it's going to fly. I'm keeping it, trying to keep it up, make sure everything's like the fuselage is square and everything. But it's a challenge. I wish my buddy Rick, he moved to Georgia. If he was close, he would never build it for me, but he would, he'd say, well, why don't you think of doing this? Why don't you think of doing that? I guess I could get him on Zoom and have him help me. But
yeah,
it's just, I want to figure it out. It's coming because I think the wings will be easy to build. The wing joiners is going to be hard. But hey, how you doing, David? Roach, how you guys doing?
Hey, man? David.
Hey, Chris, how you doing, Chunky?
And David Schneider builds some awesome airplanes.
Oh my God, he can fly, man. Landing in that backyard, man.
Yeah, when I tell people about David, I say you're never gonna. This guy's a bush pilot with an F-14.
Yeah. Just go to his channel and show his planes and stuff. It's pretty awesome. You guys, if you want links to this week's videos, they're in the description. I have them set up here, but I figured you guys can talk to Adam and stuff, man. Get some work his brain. Hey Jerry, how you doing, buddy?
Hey Jerry.
Yeah, there's a good helicopter video in there. My buddy Steve bought a plane off Emil. Emil's a helicopter guy, Adam. He's won a lot of the contests and stuff, like the national things that AMA covers. He's won a lot. His helicopters have won that a lot. He flew in our club before it got, before we got shut down by the Army. But
does he do a 3D pilot, 3D helicopter?
No, a Skell. He's a Skell flyer.
Okay. That's fun to watch. I've got a bunch of buddies that were sponsored 3D heli pilots, and I'm astounded at the skill that it takes to do that. But I'd much rather watch somebody fly one scale because you just don't see that much.
Yeah, I've got his video right here, Steve's video. I guess I can put it up.
A new car loses about 10% of its value the minute you drive off the lot. Or more.
Good old commercials. There's Emil there. He's a real nice guy, man, and excellent flyer.
Right. That's a Blackhawk, I guess?
Yes.
Okay.
That ground is pretty rough too. I'm surprised it's rolling on it.
Wow, that's smooth.
It's flying. He's got some nice skill flying with it. Everything. But
yeah, check his channel out.
Yeah, he doesn't have a channel, but he's not big into YouTube or anything like that. But he just he builds those helicopters. I don't know, from kits, and then he doesn't 3D print parts. He makes parts for them, so he's really skilled when he customizes his helicopters, and they look just as scale as can be. Everything I've ever seen him fly. He flies planes every once in a while, but his love is helicopters.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's yeah, Roach. He's got some nice helicopters, buddy. He really flies them well. Yeah, Michael, I don't know. He puts them together, man, when he gets to the field usually and stuff. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Travis, how you doing? But he's a, like I said, man, he's the best helicopter pilot I've seen.
That's cool.
For scale flying anyway. But he's doing good things. Let's see, what else do we got out here? Let's see. Cliff put out a great video today. They were doing
from the Indor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually watched all 40 minutes of that. Really
same
cool.
here. I was out in the garage watching it.
I'm just about one of the first to arrive. This place is huge. There's even a digger in this corner. But this is for going to be control lining down that end. RC more up this end.
Let's get to the flying. It comes up about
to introduce yourself.
Looks like they had a bunch of fun though, man.
Yeah. Some of those super slow free flight airplanes.
Oh, that was amazing. That guy's plane was just absolutely amazing.
I can't imagine the patience it takes to build something that fragile.
Well, plus to get it trimmed to where it flies like that.
Yeah. Because I imagine with something like that, you have to adjust the covering.
I would imagine. We used to have a guy in the club that
Cotton
flew.
around a pole.
Never thought of that. Never thought of that. That sounds bloody
In your front
Yeah,
room,
look at that thing.
move the furniture back.
smaller one can fly in the front room.
Yeah.
I love how he just nonchalantly walks out there and grabs it.
Yeah. And I
I
swear
don't
it
think
had
I've got the skill to put one of those together, but
That's awesome.
and the thing had a flight time looked like it flew for 15 minutes that one flight.
Yeah. And the guy's so sure of his trimming that he's not even about half the time he's holding a conversation with Cliff while his airplane's flying in the background.
Yeah.
That's confidence.
Jerry's got a question here. No, I can tell you from here, no. No Eurofighters.
Yeah, I don't have room for one. I'd love to have one, but we're backed up on airplanes we got to review.
Yeah, it's like I have two 80mm jets, the Avani S and then the X-Fly T7 80mm. And those things take up a lot more space than the 70mm do. I have three jets stacked on the nose on a pad in the garage.
I think 80mm are probably the sweet spot. I think most of them have the power. If the plane's designed right, they've got the power of the 90s, but you get about an extra minute of flight time, or at least I have so far.
Yeah, and I've noticed on the arrows that if you don't go full throttle, you can get, even on my 4000s, I've got probably 30 to 40% left on the flights. Of course, I'm just learning about it still, so I haven't really tried to get a good 3.5 minute flight time yet. Yeah,
I've got that 80mm A4, the Avanti, and then I've got a Horizon sent us one of those 80mm super scale Thunderbirds F-16s.
Great.
And I've got the timer set to 4 minutes on all those, and I can fly them. You see me fly the Avanti. I fly it pretty hard, and I can get 4 minutes and come down at about 3.75 per cell.
Yeah, because
on a 6,000.
It's just, I don't know, man. There's a little bit of difference in throttle. To me, it doesn't go faster. It just makes more noise, like you're pushing the motor and the fan harder. Between 3/4.
Tony's got a good question there. Yep. So yes, Heidi does do a really good job videoing, and this is the first thing she's ever done like that. She has never taken videography, never done anything like that. So she learned for the channel, and she's an artist by trade. She's an art major and teaches high school art, teaches pottery. And so one of the things about the channel, being the channel photographer and videographer and then doing a lot of the editing, that's kind of an artistic outlet for her. And so she actually really enjoys it and has learned a lot. about the airplanes. I'm a very, very blessed guy to live with my camera person. So it's pretty cool. Without her, Model Aviator just wouldn't be.
Huh. Yeah, she does an excellent job though. And you can tell she's getting a little, like a lot of people have a tendency to want to zoom in too much, so you can't really sense how the plane's flying. If you're just seeing it zoomed in all the way, you might as well have it on a string going, in a circle with it. She's got a good eye for that.
Yeah, she's learned a lot. The fast movers used to really get her. Now, she can film an EDF like a champ, but it took her a while to learn how to. There for a while, all she wanted to film was cubs.
Yeah, Victor's wife does an excellent job of filming too, I think. Anyway, yeah, she does it. She does.
Yeah, she does.
Sure, she does a good job. But yeah, that's pretty good. So, how'd you come up with your YouTube channel name? That was a question I wanted to ask you. The Model Aviator.
I watch a lot of full scale channels.
Oh, okay.
And there's a full scale channel that has that aviator thing in it with another name.
Oh, okay.
And I thought, man, how about Model Aviator? That'd be kind of cool. And then Heidi checked and it was available. And so we, made it a kind of a trademark. So we get to use it. So that's pretty cool.
So you did trademark it then?
Yeah.
Or you just used it? No, you did the paperwork for trademark and everything? That's good.
Heidi took care of all that. Yeah.
That's good. It works well. Yeah, it's like, see, my first YouTube channel, somebody else, when I was gone in the Army somewhere and I couldn't access the internet overseas and stuff, somebody hijacked it. It was a rapper that had the name See Me Do, SEEMEDO, and he took it over. So I only had like maybe 10 videos up there on it and stuff, but yeah, he took it over and, but now YouTube, you can have, 80 channels with the same name on there if you want to.
Yeah. Yeah. You can change it. You can make one lowercase and take whatever you want.
Yeah. They can be exactly the same. Hey, GB, how you doing? But I mean, it didn't make me, the only thing that made me mad is we built a cell car and I had some cell car videos on there that, that I lost and stuff. And I lost a hard drive that I had all that backed up to. One of my sons, their computer's hard drive, bit the farm. So they grabbed my backup hard drive and formatted it and used it. But
yeah.
It's no big deal.
Yeah. That's something we get some really good advice from, as a matter of fact, from Stan Allison, the guy that owned the hobby shop. He also builds computers. And he said, man, get a couple of external hard drives and do double backups of everything. And so that's what we do. So
I probably have maybe 5 terabytes of videos on backups, but I just quit backing them up. It's like once I upload them, I delete them. Sometimes I regret it because I you can download your own videos and cut them up. Because I thought, well, how to do a crash video,
So Michael said, Adam, you and Heidi do a wonderful job, and may I say you look stunning in red earrings. I do.
All right, Michael.
Thank you, Michael. Do they go with am I in autumn? Is this my color?
Yeah, it's like I've got some nice earbuds, but on everything but this headphone, my computer, I don't know why, picks up that microphone too. So, if I'm wearing my Bose headphones, I get 2 microphones, and I can't figure out how to keep it from doing it because I look at the mics in Windows and it's not there. It wasn't in OBS, but I get 2 mics, so I got to use these silly things, instead of my nice Bose headphones.
These are Raycon.
Yep.
They work great.
I think I got Bose headphones too, or earplugs somewhere around here because I used to wear them. Sometimes like when I was flying, I'd wear them, or at the beach, sitting at the beach and stuff, and listen to music and stuff. But yeah, turbine jets are hard to follow for 8 minutes. I bet, man.
Yes, they are.
Yep.
Yeah, Heidi, she we filmed an F-18. We did an episode on I think it was an Aeromaster F-18.
Mm-hmm. It was a turbine.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And And Steve, the pilot, we had to kind of have a talk with Steve because, man, he was going way out there and and just coming by, you know, at like 160, 70 miles an hour. And I was like, dude, you're going to have to keep it in closer and slow down a little bit. so it took a few flights to get one where Heidi could kind of stay with him. That's a tough one. That was a tough one to film.
This is Adam's channel here if you guys aren't subbed to it and stuff. But, yeah, he had a great flight with that L39 from Aerofoam, and looks good, man.
That's a neat airplane. It's a big one.
Yeah.
Jerry says he's got an ASW-28. You're going to like it, man. It's fun airplane. I don't know if it's the best pure glider in the world, but it sure is fun to go up and do aerobatics on the way down.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that Tower Hobbies glider. That looks like a good one there, because I was so mad when Horizon bottomed out, the Calypso went away. I thought my buddies all had the Calypso. I had the Radian, you know, but
you know, it's so funny. I had a Calypso. That was a really good glider.
Yep.
I haven't had one for years, but I gave it away to a young lady that I was teaching to fly. So I made a deal with her dad. If he'd buy her a transmitter, I'd give her an airplane. So
yeah, that's good. Yeah, but you know, because we would go down there and we'd catch thermals. You know, all of us tried to catch thermals and stuff, and got beat up there circling around with the vultures and stuff. And
yeah,
we had a blast. And my one buddy kept letting his plane go up. He lost I don't know how many gliders that they just disappeared.
That's funny.
You know, I always kept them. You know, would come down and stuff. And that little UMX Radian, I almost lost that. I used to fly it at lunch, go out and catch thermals at lunch. And I don't know how many times I almost lost that in the I had to run it like full power in a circle going down to get out of the thermal with it.
Wow.
And it wasn't even up that high.
I've got so much respect for people that can do that. That's just something I haven't learned. I'm looking forward to learning with that ASW-28 with that. Well, I think having that instrument to help me know when I'm in one will.
Yeah, I saw your video, man, because I've got a couple of those. I got the same receiver, but the one without ASX or safe, you know, the full telemetry. And I've looked at it and stuff, but I just never tried to use it. Like when I'm trying to catch a thermal, I will just kind of, you know, get it to where I think the thermals are on our field. I know where they traditionally start at, and just fly slow in a circle. And then when you see wing rock, just kind of turn into it, you know, and that's how you can usually, or if if it's a calm day and you get a breeze coming from one direction, then, you know, follow that breeze into the thermal and stuff. It works pretty good for catching them.
Yeah.
But always worked
hopefully
hard.
I'll learn to recognize that without the barometer.
Oh, Michael, is the 2 meter shipping already? I didn't know that.
Nice.
That's nice. That's nice, Michael. You'll like flying that, I'm sure, man. I know I like flying mine. Yep, love the wing rock. Yep, that's all I look for, man, when I'm flying a glider, is the wing rock. Or if I see the vultures, that's kind of a good hint too when they're riding thermals. They're pretty good at it.
Yeah.
But I don't usually go up that high. But I didn't know the T28 was shipping already. That's good. That wasn't a bad pre-order weight at all there. Let's see.
You thinking about getting yourself another one, Jeff? Do you like the yellow paint scheme?
I would like to have it, but I'm not going to get another one.
Oh,
all
Brad's
right, Brad.
Got one coming. Nice.
All right, good deal, man. Make sure you guys shoot videos, man. I want to see those videos. That's good, man. That is good. Oh, and it's like the guy I bought it off, he leaves the wing together with a little plastic inserts for the bolts. And he just had, on the bolts, he just put tubing, fuel tubing around the screws to hold them in, so it holds the wings together. And that makes it pretty easy to just throw the wing on and connect the 6 wires, the gear wires, and the ailerons and flaps.
Right. How do you like the gear? I see. I've never owned one. I've flown several, and to my knowledge, nobody that I know that has them is having an issue with the gear. But I see people complaining about the gear. Is there some problem with the gear I don't know about?
Well, sometimes if you're going too fast, they have a tendency to not want to go up.
Okay.
You know, and there's no suspension there at all, and you got to try to land it. You can't land on that nose wheel. That nose wheel won't take much of a pounding and stuff. But that thing will land at a walk, you know. But
yeah, it's so easy to fly. I can't imagine why anybody's having a hard time landing it without suspension and not breaking the gear.
I had gust in it. I got caught in the gust a little. I should have went around. Is what I should have done instead of fighting. You know, trying to ride the gust down. It didn't.
Yeah, wind will get you every time.
You know, but most of the time I land. It was just the back wheels touch and then the nose. Seems like the video landings are the worst ones.
Right. Isn't that funny? When we're shooting so far we only have one in that Model Aviator Scale Flight series. We did the one with the Spitfire.
Right.
And we've gone out and tried to shoot the A4 for a scale flight, and we try to do it in one take, so there's no edit. and something will always go wrong. Either the camera will wig out and lose focus or something like that, or Heidi will be having a bad day, or I'll be having a bad day and I'll doink up the landing or something. And it's so funny. I can be out there practicing with that airplane and just absolutely grease it every time. And you turn that camera on, and I'm gonna bounce it 3 times. It's crazy.
EQ wants to know if you guys would do this again. That was a good video there. You and your buddy did.
Oh man. So Eric, that's a great question. So my buddy Dustin that came up with that system, we just tested out last weekend. I think it was last weekend. We tested out his Freewing F-14 Tomcat, and he bought that airplane specifically to put a hook on it. So when he gets that designed and installed on that Freewing F-14, you're going to see a Tomcat doing the same thing. We'll put it on the channel.
That'll be good. That'll be great.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that, man.
Yeah, that'll be, because that's a, and let me tell you, it doesn't slow down like that Phantom that we were using. So this should be pretty interesting. This will actually take a lot more that Phantom's actually really easy to fly. And that Freewing F-14, it's not that it's hard to fly, but it's harder to land and hit a specific spot slow. You really got to be on your game. So that one's going to be a challenge. It'll be fun.
Yep. Huh. So, Jerry, what gear did you use to replace on your T-28? I think you mentioned it on a Zoom, but I can't remember. You know, because I'm planning. I mean, like the plane I bought had an extra set of gears, but they were bent and stuff, and it's a real thick wire. I could straighten it if I have to, but you know the struts. But I don't. Man, them struts are so thick, and I mean it's probably a 1/4-inch diameter swing or landing gear strut on that T-28. I can't imagine how you bend it, but you know, of course, you come down on a hole or something. You know, it doesn't take much, I guess, but yeah.
Some fields are rougher than others.
Well, heck yeah. Well, Snow had a question about storing a plane here. There you go. Yeah, I haven't figured out how to store. If it has a nose cone on it, I've had success like making a padding out of a rag or something real thick, or a piece of soft foam or something, and set the nose on that and just lean it up on the nose. But you got to make sure it doesn't get blown over or knocked over and stuff. But I hate stacking them. I got a few on my top rack that I've stacked, but I just try to, make sure they're stacked real nice and neat, not bending wings or anything. But they're not heavy. The planes I have on top are the 64s, so they don't weigh anything. But that's good. Draco's easy peasy. It can be at times, yeah. Let's see. Let's go out here. Let's see what Eric was doing something cool today. Wow. Yeah, Eric, I'm not going to play your video, your unboxing video, but we'll pop it up here. It looks pretty good, man.
Okay, pilots.
Man, that's a big
You gotta
box.
love Eric, man.
Pretty good size box. Didn't see much damage to it at all.
You got no one to say where you're going to put that, Eric. That's one
Stickers
thing.
all over it.
No one to tell you. Where are you going to put that? That's going to
He's
be
gonna be
awesome.
putting him in the bathroom.
Yeah, guys, check out Eric's video, man. I know I'm going to when we get out here and stuff. Let's see what Jerry say right there. Okay, happy with it now. Okay, I thought you were going to give us the secret, man, what to put in it. Oh, there you did. You did tell us right there. Let's see, it's down. Oh, geez. Yeah, see, I always tell Kenny, never go back. You know, you go back in the chat. Okay, no strut from a Freewing A10. Okay, yeah, I figured the A10 or the FMS gear I thought would look like they would fit on there pretty good and stuff. Eric, yeah, where are you going to put it? That's the $1 million question. That's the question for all of us, man. Where are you going to put it? Greg, how you doing, man?
Hey, Greg.
Let's see. Where did I put yours? RC Roland, man. RC, man. Greg had a great outing. Let's check a little bit of this video right here. Let's grab this for the stream. We'll pop this up there, man. Look at that Camel. That's an amazing looking plane, Greg.
Man, Greg has got some awesome World War I airplanes.
Yep, and he flies with the Dawn Patrol. That's just great. Look at that.
Yep. Look at that thing.
Yeah,
That's
that
awesome.
single one, man. Those are two beautiful looking planes. I like the Camel. He's got it. It has a nice. It looks just like a Camel.
Yeah.
Those look great, Greg. Yeah, because on Rucker they have an Army museum there. They've got some World War I birds in there. They got a Camel, SE5, and let's see, and there's a Camel, SE5, and I think one other plane. I can't remember what it is, but it hangs from the ceiling. But
You said, Adam, look at those beautiful props. Yeah, it looked like that one plane had a Zor makes some World War I props that you can buy. The one on the right, you can buy that prop from Zor, painted that way and ready to go.
Oh, okay. That looks like a master air screw there almost, but
Yeah, that one. Well, actually, that looks like a regular Zor, and then the one to the right of it has that fancy painted World War I prop.
the kind of a scallop blade too. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I think they call it a scimitar, maybe.
Okay.
But
yeah,
yeah, you can go to what's the name of the place? I think it's justmodelprops.com. They're out of Florida. They carry the full line of World War I and World War II props.
Wow. Hey, Tim. Wow.
Hey, Tim.
No power at the senior center. That's not good. Boy. Man.
Dang.
It's not good at all. That's the bad thing about icy stuff, man.
Man, Tim's had a rough go
Yep.
lately. We kept him in our prayers for sure.
Yep. Tim Houston. Yep. Hey, sir. Boy, we got all kinds of Tims in here tonight, man. It's good.
Yeah.
I like Tims. That's fun. Like Ron's. There's like about 8 Ron's too. Jeff's no Ron's tonight, but you got Ron and Ron for the Hills and stuff. It's good. But yeah, those planes, man, and the flights. I don't know. I guess we ought to hear them run. I think Greg was having them like somebody checking them out or test flying or something. Yeah, it sure did, Tim. It took out a lot of planes.
Well, if it'll do a low inverted pass, it'll pass the test.
Did you do full power yet?
You do full power yet? I think. Hey, Greg, was somebody just testing them out for you? Hey, Lewis, how you doing, man? But yeah, I didn't know. I think it sounded like, if you watch the video, it sounds like the gentleman's just kind of checking them out for Greg and trimming them out for him and stuff. Maybe he's trying to sell it to him or something. I know he buys and sells planes, but those are nice planes.
Yeah, he picked up something really nice last year from a swap meet. I think had it on his channel. I can't remember what it was, but it was nice.
Yeah, I think it was the single wing plane there. I think it was. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Yep, he did. Yep.
I think it was a Sopwith pup.
Yeah,
maybe. May have been a Sopwith pup.
Yep. Oh man, like Cliff's DR1, man. I would love to fly something like that, but I'd be so scared to fly. I'm nervous, because all the time you put in building it and stuff.
It's funny you mentioned the DR1. We were talking earlier about airplanes that we couldn't ever get to fly the way we wanted them to.
Yes.
That's the other one. Great Planes made a small, like a 29-inch wingspan.
Yes,
DR1.
I almost bought that. I almost bought that from Tower Hobby Soldier.
Yeah. Well, I had one, and let me tell you, I could fly it, but it was a handful. Never got it to fly. It would fly, but I never got it to fly well. And when you watch videos on YouTube, you can't find one where it's not a hot mess. I mean, people can successfully fly it, but nobody flies it good. It was a rough flying airplane. I got an SE5 from that same series right above my head here, and it flies great. But the DR1 kind of sucked.
Yeah, because the Patinkish brothers had one of those, and they could never get it to fly. They would always crash it and stuff. But I don't know. I love watching those. Like quarter scale or what are they? Some of them 1/3 scale World War I birds. Man, I could watch those things fly all day long.
Yeah, I Maiden to Buddy's Balsa USA Sopwith pup, quarter scale Sopwith pup. I think we did a video on it. And man, that's a nice airplane. Good flying airplane.
Yeah, Pete in our club, he has a nice. I forget which one it is, but it's one of those quarter scale, World War I biplanes, and that thing flies nice. It's got a great video. All right, yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah, he's flown it since. Yeah, okay. Yep, and then he's got another one right here coming up. Yeah, good job. This is your second year flying the big ones. Hand, pink waving, blue face, smiling. Yeah. Huh. Hey, Tim, thank you. Thank you, Tim. Yep. Yeah, man, it's just like, you fly a big foamy, I mean, if you whack it in, you can fix it, or get replacement parts. But if you whack a, big scale balsa plane, that's a lot of rebuilding you have to do.
That's a lot of work. Yeah, I've doinked a couple of big 3D planes, and even just a little doink on the tail. I had one, the hatch blew off and hit the left horizontal and put a big dent in the horizontal. Just fixing that took a while.
Yeah, because my buddy, Rick wanted me to fly balsa, so he gave me a deal on his PA-18 from Pilot One. I think a 1/6 scale or 1/8 scale Pilot One PA-18. Man, that plane was beautiful. It flew great. And I stalled it. I was flying like 8 foot off the deck on the big pavement runway, and like the wind came up from behind, and I just lost lift, and I didn't catch it in time, and it broke it so bad, that even Rick said he couldn't. We can't fix that, Jeff. Because he would make me fix my balsa planes myself. He'd tell me how to do it and stuff. All right, you got to, cut it out here, brace it there, make sure you don't use too much wood, and show me stuff. But people say you can't fix balsa, you can. It's just not. It's just
you
not.
can.
It just takes a little longer to fix. And
I've got a buddy that can fix. I mean, I've seen him fix some absolutely trashed balsa airplanes, but he enjoys it.
Yeah, that's the way Rick is. Yep.
And I don't enjoy that when I'll fix them to a point, but when they're totally trashed, I'd rather just build a new one. I really would.
Yeah, because we were working on it together. I was, like we're shaping some wood and stuff. And it's like, I grab his Dremel tool and he's like, no, he's on there with his files and stuff, getting it perfect and everything. I'm the guy that gets out the sanding wheel on the Dremel and goes, and gets it to where it's good, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry asked if we have an email to send something to. We do, Jerry. It's modelaviatorchannel@yahoo.com.
Yeah, you can find Adam's email too if you go to his channel and click the About on his channel. You can see it there too.
True. Yep.
Yep, it's right. It's right here. You just click his About, and then you can go down here and you can view the email. I'm not going to click it, just because, I'm not going to click it. You can click it. Well, I just don't want to show it in the stream, where they can't, I mean. You never know who's watching these streams, Nothing like a Falcon 56 from Goldberg. Oh, yeah.
That's true. That's true. I remember the Falcon 56. I believe I've flown one of those.
Yeah, I've never flown a wet motored plane. Never.
Really?
Never have flown it. No.
Man, it's the 15-20 minute flight times are awesome. It's really cool. I like the Satos. I've got 2 nitro planes left, and they both have Sato Golden Knights on them. I've got a quarter scale Cub with a Sato 150, and then that Cadet that we did the video on that's got I think that's a Sato 56. So those are the only 2 nitro ones I have left, but I do like having at least 1 or 2 in the hangar.
Yeah, the guys up there, they all run gas mostly in their planes up there at the field and stuff. And well,
you get into the really big airplanes, it's better to go to gas than to use a big nitro, really.
Yeah. Hey, Fred, how you doing, sir? Welcome
hey,
to
Fred.
Show, Fred. Yeah, it's being on this early. Half the time, it's people are still at work or out flying or something, but. Yeah, just the way everybody picks their times and stuff. It's works. It's okay.
Well, I finally got real flight now, so I'm going to have to go to Fred's live stream when he has the real flight flying sometime and join him.
Yep. Heck yeah. It's a blast flying in it. If I can stay awake and fly. There's Fred's channel, everybody. Make sure you go there and check out his. When he does the real flights, usually on Mondays and sometimes other days, you just gotta. And I was gonna look for his video he sent me too. Last week he sent me a video, and I missed it. I just missed it. It was a good video too. Oh man, where's it at? Because Fred flies out there in a school, and it was years ago. Man, there it is right here. Nope, that's not it. Not the Saber.
Wow, Tim.
Flight 4.
Singapore. Wow.
He's what?
Cool. But check out Tim. He said he got a Goldberg 10-300 with a Sato 80 purchased in Singapore for $45 in 1984. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
That is cool.
Here it is. Here's the one he sent me, man. Here's your video, Fred. He flies at the school there in Iowa.
What airplane is that he's flying?
It's the Goshawk 45, the 90 millimeter Freewing. We'll go back to the beginning.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow, that's a nice airplane.
Yeah. That's a good onboard video too. Man. That's
Yeah.
clear.
What kind of onboard camera do you use when you do it, Jeff?
A Runcam 2 4K.
That's what, I've got the Runcam too, but it's the old 1080p version.
Yeah, but it's kind of. I think I did something to it. It doesn't work as well as it used to. We'll go ahead and we'll come over here and we'll catch it. And, hey Tim, thanks for your service, buddy. Oh, there you go.
Yes, thank you for your service. Awesome, you can find time to build an airplane on a carrier. That's awesome.
Yep. Probably 12 on, 12 off. That's a good video, man. Fred, I like Fred's flight videos.
Yep, that's very well done. Stuck that landing too.
Yep.
Nice.
I can see why you wanted to show us that one, Fred.
That's a lot smoother than most Navy guys land.
Yeah, heck yeah. They kind of.
It's so funny. You see the videos from Oshkosh where the F-16s will come in and the Air Force guy just grease them in, you know, and then here comes the F-18s from the Navy, and they're like, bam!
Splat.
Yeah. It's like a controlled crash.
But yeah, just everybody, the links to the videos are down in the description to show more. So if you want to see what videos I had up there this week. And then oops. It didn't like that one, huh? Well, I can fix that. That's funny. Sometimes YouTube does funny things about trying to show videos. I'm just going to take a second here. You can talk away while I find this here. Okay. There it is. Jeez. Huh. There. That's not it. Oh, I guess I messed it up. I didn't get it. That's why. Oh, well, never mind. Never mind. Well, no, I had a video that was, I mean, it was good. It was about warbirds in over there in the UK. Oh, come on. There we go. I'll find it. Huh. The page is gone. That is amazing. It was called Wings TV. And it had World War II, or, you know, planes flying at events in England. You know, like 30, 40 of them up.
There's a lot of channels. I want to say there's, Wings, I think is the name of one channel. And what's the other one?
Wings TV.
Horse Money is a good channel. Air show stuff, videos is a good channel. They do all the air shows.
All right, Tim, you threw something up there. Let's take a look at it, man. Let's get you over here first. Let's go out here and get the link. There you are, Tim. Boom. Boom. New window. Put it over here. Get back here. Wow.
Take care, Tony. Enjoy your dinner. Definitely like start with a couple of snap rolls right on
Yep.
takeoff. I like it.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna go ahead and hit the mute on it there, but I love flying the big pits.
Awesome airplane. That's one of my favorite foam airplanes.
Do you have one, or did you just fly your buddy's, Adam?
I have one. Yeah, I got the version 2.
Yep.
Love that thing. I think Michael asked, out of all the planes I have, named 2 that I love. Well, I love a bunch of them, man. That's a tough question. But when it comes to the foam ones, the Pits would be one of them for sure. And I love the big Carbon Z Cub. I'm having a lot of fun with that. And the balsa one's probably my 85-inch Edge from Extreme Flight and the quarter scale Super Cub from Hangar 9.
Yeah, I've kind of wanted to get even though I don't fly 3D stuff, but I like flying a good sport plane.
Man, the stuff from Extreme Flight flies great. And if you get one of the bigger you go, the better they're going to fly.
Yeah, that's what there's a guy out at the field that has like the real big one and then an 80-inch one, 84-inch one and stuff. And he flies really well. Except for he hit the pole that one time.
Right. Man, Tim's flying the crap out of that pitch. Doing a good job.
He sure is, man. He's a great flyer, man. Both of the Tims are. Tim Justin, and yeah. I don't know. I just get caught up just watching it fly. I like watching it go.
Yeah. This is a really good view of it too. That's not a perspective you see. And I have to tell you, I've filmed on board with biplanes before, and a lot of them, if you put it on the top wing's not secure enough not to vibrate the camera. It's impressive that one is.
Yeah, that's what I was. I mean, he's getting a little bit, but heck, he's he's
not
going
bad.
warp forward.
I tried to put one. Yeah, I put one on the Park Zone Albatross. It shakes so bad you can't even tell what's going on.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get my Albatross out for another flight.
That's a fun airplane, man. That thing flies good. Eric asked, is the LX F4F Wildcat mine? It is not. That belongs to my buddy Carl. He let me borrow it to do the review on, and it flies good. It's a little different. You don't want to be jerking it around with those kind of flimsy wings, but if you fly it smooth, it's a lot of fun. I'd have one. I mean, if I had room anywhere, I'd have one, but I don't have room for anything.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's funny. That thing will want to torque on you if you don't watch it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, you got to have some rudder skills for that one.
That's for sure. Let me see. I was trying to think somebody else threw something out here that first to take a look at. Let me see if I can grab it here. My table, I've got a white workbench mat on it, and I think the white is messing up with my mouse. What do you want us to see, Snow? Your ultimate bike? Oh, this is Beach Hobbies. Okay.
Nice.
I think I watched this.
Is Snow's video or
no? Wow.
You got one of those sitting downstairs to review.
Huh. Yeah, I had the version 1 of the Ultimate Bike, and I got rid of it when Flex came out with the Mamba 10. I traded it off to somebody because I wanted the Mamba 10, so I traded. I made a deal for something in the Ultimate, or gave it to him for a little bit of money or something, because I wanted to get the Flex Mamba 10. And I like flying it a lot. Well, it's been about an hour. Adam, you got anything you want to say to everybody or anything like that? Or
Man, appreciate everybody coming in, and thank you, Jeff, for having me. It's been an honor being on your show.
yeah, it's a pleasure having you here, Adam. Man, I'm glad to do it. I think it was fun, and thanks for being the first one on the show.
Awesome, man. Thank you. I'm honored. I appreciate that very much.
Yeah, too bad Bubba couldn't have made it, but that's okay. Maybe next time.
Well, he could make it, but it'd take me a few minutes.
No, I'm just kidding.
I tell you what, you can have me on again, and I'll pop in for a couple of minutes as Bubba. That'll be fun one day.
Yeah, it's like when I do Crazy Eddie out at the field and stuff,
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just part of having fun, We're kids at heart anyway.
It is, man.
We play with toy dolls
about.
in them, as Linda calls the pilots dolls, and stuff. So
yeah.
But all right, it was good, man. Thanks everybody for stopping by, watching the show. Make sure you check out Adam's channel. Here we'll throw him up again here. Throw him up. I got you here. Did I go to somewhere else? No. Nope. I went somewhere else, but I can get your link here for you, man. I got it. It's right here. It's in the top of my stack. I've only got 500.
All the kind words, everybody. Really appreciate it.
I'm only subbed to like almost 600 people.
Really? Holy crap.
I'm
subbed to like 150, and I can't keep up with them.
Everybody that subs to me, I sub to them. If I know they sub to me, I'll sub to them. And if they fly planes, I'll show it. I go through this stack, several times a week looking for planes to show and stuff. Try to get, from all around the world. There's links down there from Korea and England and Belgium.
Wow, that's cool.
In the show more. So check it out, guys. All right, Adam, man, let's say goodbye to everybody here and let's close this out, man. Hey, we'll see you.
Good night, everybody. Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks. Thank you, Jeff.
All right, man, Adam. Thanks. Have a good week, man. All right, bye.
You too, buddy.